Hi, number one. So, we're going to start the reading with a dab. Kind of having a rough morning. Okay, so we're going to do a dab, get settled in, and we're going to get some messages from your passed on sister. So there's a message coming through that your sister's death wasn't like natural or an accident. And it looks like that you've tried to get some kind of closure or justice for your sister, and she's coming through and saying thank you, but she doesn't want you wasting all of your life trying to pursue something that's not going to change anything. And she realizes that it's mostly for your own closure and ability to move on, but there's just some things that you have to learn how to heal from without getting the exact kind of ending that you want. She still watches over you. She would like to see you start actually living your own life. Not dealing with all of the bullshit that goes with trying to solve something like this. She's saying that you have a ton of talents to offer the world, and you can actually make a difference and change traditions, change some of these red tape, yellow tape, bullshit loopholes. You could actually, you could try to do something about like the system. So instead of trying to just solve your sister's case, you could actually try to make a new system or do something to improve the system so that way this kind of stuff doesn't happen. Now, whether or not that's what you want to do or not, that's on you. Regardless, she is saying that she would like for you to live your own life and make a difference on the world because you still have the chance to. Good luck. Hi, number 2. So, we're starting the reading with a dab. And then we're going to get some messages from your passed on sister. The pick a card piles are a new deck. So we're going to read what yours was, but we're going to lay these cards out first. Ooh. Man, whew, that one hit really hard. So before we even read this card, your sister coming through is saying that if you're in a relationship, like a good, healthy relationship, that you guys are meant to be together and get married. If you're not, then your sister's saying that there is somebody out there who you're supposed to marry that's meant for you. So, okay. Maria Giapert Mayer. When you love what you do, even nuclear physics can be as simple as a waltz. Maria is most famous for her Nobel Prize-winning work on magic numbers, which explained why certain configurations of protons and neutrons in the nucleus of an atom are more stable than others. But she made groundbreaking discoveries in multiple fields throughout her career. Mayer was the first person to calculate how a complex organic molecule absorbs and emits energy, and predicted 2-photon absorption of molecules 30 years before experiments confirmed its existence. So your sister definitely, first and foremost, communicates through numbers. And there's also this message of if you don't love your job, if you don't love what you're doing, then you need to start doing something you do love. Because whatever it is that you do love, that's where you're going to make the most amount of change and the most amount of progress for you and the world. And it seems like there's a message here that is saying that you've been procrastinating on really investing a lot of time and energy into what it is that you love. And your sister's coming through hardcore saying you need to right now have that be your marriage. Whatever this thing you love needs to be where you're spending as much possible time. Now, don't sacrifice a good relationship for whatever it is that you're working on. But there is a message coming through adamantly that you're supposed to be doing something else. You're supposed to be doing what you love with who you love. And if you're not doing what you love and you're not with who you love, then they're out there. But you got to start doing what you love, and then you will end up being with the people you love. Good luck. Hi, number 3. So, we're going to start with a dab. And then we're going to get some messages from your passed on sister. Man. Oh. Um. uh. Well, it seems like your sister was a very attractive. She was very attractive, very magical, pretty caring, kind of sweet, naive. Looks like she may have got kind of caught up in the fast lane and didn't make it out. So that card from the pick a card is a new deck, so we're gonna read it. And her name's Olga. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce her last name. She's a mathematician. Break down barriers to achieve greatness. Olga learned her trade from her mathematician father before he was executed for treason by Stalin's henchmen. But neither this experience nor the repressive Soviet state could stop her from becoming one of the world's leading mathematicians. Western counterparts marveled at the work of their Russian colleague, who was cut off from the international math community's latest research by the Iron Curtain. Olga became best known for her groundbreaking work on potential differential equations. Through her research, had implications for areas as diverse as weather forecasting, aerodynamics, and cardiovascular science. Oh, okay. So your sister was also very smart. And part of the reason why she kind of got caught up in the fast lane was that she's pretty, she's smart. I understand, because it's like she couldn't have a real connection. She was out of everybody's league, and she had a lot of potential. The main message I'm getting, like that's coming through, is that you have a lot of the same qualities, and she does not want you going down the same road she did. Especially since you guys lost a parent. That's a big thing. It can be really hard to learn how to kind of manage life especially when you're missing, you know, key components such as a parent. And she knows that you have great potential as well. And to really try to start tapping into that, because if you don't find something you are passionate about soon, then you very well could end up on the same path she went down. Even if that passion isn't really widely accepted, and it doesn't matter. You can make a living out of anything if you do it for the right reasons and you enjoy what you're doing. There's a message coming through that there are actually people who do research on drugs and psychology and that kind of stuff, and she said that that might be a good path for you to go down, just because then you would be able to kind of steer into that skid, meaning a lot of times when you just completely disown something, it comes out with a hardcore vengeance. And if this is a huge part of your life, then she's saying, you know what? Steer into that. You know, research drugs. Or, well, that's like the biggest thing coming through is like, you know, work and go to a college where you can actually do clinical research on different kinds of drugs, because they actually do like what it does to your brain or what it does to your body, or you know how it depending on what kind of drugs you do, like how, like what it actually does and how people really get hooked onto it, and you know actually educating people on the reality of drugs and not just the horror stories of it. Well, that's kind of all that's coming through, so good luck. Hi, number 3. So, we're starting with a dab. Actually, this is 4. I'm sorry, pile number 4. And then we're going to get messages from your passed on sister. So it's weird. Your sister's death was supposed to bring some kind of peace and prosperity, and not immediately, but over time. Her death was supposed to trigger some kind of vision or power inside of you. And over time, that vision, that power will be part of your daily life. I don't know, it's weird. It's like, normally when I'm contacting the other side, it's like talking to a person. And this is like, there's nothing. I can feel an empty space where that person I usually interact with is supposed to be. But it's just like this like empty kind of space. And it's like, just with time, it's supposed to bring peace and prosperity, and it's supposed to slowly help you understand things. No, there's not like understand, like, I guess what happened. Okay. So I guess the only you will understand what happened, why and how it happened, with time and patience. So, sorry, it's rough, but you'll know with time. So, good luck. Hi, number 5. So, we're gonna start with a dab, and we're gonna get some messages from your passed on sister. Okay, so the pick a card deck is new. So we're going to read the card that you picked is Vera Rubin, astronomer. Some mysteries are too great to solve in one lifetime. In her studies of the movements of spiral galaxies, Vera Rubin discovered important evidence of dark matter, a mysterious substance which still not well understood today. She was determined to succeed in a scientific discipline dominated by men. In her free time, Rubin championed the role of women in science and continued to campaign for the increased inclusion of women in astronomy. She was awarded the National Medal of Science in 1993. Well, this is for sure not the first time that she has been here, because like everything that one card said has been repeated in the rest of the cards twice. So that it I mean, it doesn't have to be her like third time here. 3 could have been significant. Looks like 3 may have been significant, but so there's a message here that's saying that she will be back. And in each lifetime, she has always been a woman advocate. And she's always been a lesbian every single lifetime. And that is something that she has had to deal with every single lifetime, and it's kind of been carried through, but it's like it's her journey to try to come to terms with the fact that she's a lesbian, she loves women, she loves doing what she does. It might not have been science specifically, but it was whatever she was passionate about whatever it was she did, but she also was like, and she could have just been passionate about women and women's rights, but she's been here a few times, so, she's done a few things. Try not to touch my face. So there's definitely a strong message here of don't let her absence affect your life negatively, because she's not going to be gone for long. She's coming like right back in. And it might not be in the same family, but the point is, though, that her soul is going to come back here on Earth very, very, very soon. So, well, there's definitely a family card just came out. So, I don't know if there might be a pregnancy soon in your family, and it's going to be her reincarnating. That the only way you're gonna be able to tell that's with time. But you'll know, like, because you knew her this last lifetime, you'll be able to like know her this lifetime. Now, she's not going to be exactly the same person that she was the last time. She's going to be a whole nother person, but it's like her essence is still the same. So, just because you were, siblings this last go around doesn't mean that that's the same kind of relationship that you're going to have this lifetime around. could be romantic even. That's a trip. Hey, but yeah, she's gonna be a completely different person. So it's weird, I guess. I don't know. I guess it just kind of depends on how it goes. But and it doesn't have. I guess it doesn't actually have to be romantically. It could just be like a very dear and close, intimate person in your life. So, good luck. Hi, number 6. So, we're going to start the reading with a dab. And then we're going to get messages from your passed on sister. So we're gonna read the card that is on the pick a card. It's a new deck, so we're trying to learn it. And this one is Wilhelmina Fleming. She's an astronomer. If you succeed, leave the door open for those coming after. Fleming developed a classification system for stars and other astronomical features. She discovered 10 novae, over 50 nebulae, and 310 new stars, most famously discovering the Horsehead Nebula in 1888. In 1906, she became the first American woman to be made an honorary member of the Royal Astronomical Society. Fleming also helped open the field of astronomy to women by hiring and supervising a team of women to help catalog stellar spectra, and by publishing a paper focused on research completed by other female astronomers at the observatory. Well, there's definitely a theme of unrealized potential here. She very well could have had that kind of effect on whatever she wanted to do. But it looks like she got wrapped up in a shitty ass relationship and it killed her. And by it, I mean, it could have been him, she could have killed herself, the relationship itself, you know what I mean? It's just like whatever happened stemmed from the fact that she got wrapped up in this nasty relationship. It seems like she still feels pretty stuck. Like, even though she's passed on, she hasn't really gone anywhere. It's like he had her so tied up into him that she's still like attached to him. And she doesn't want to be. But she doesn't know how to untie herself. Part of the reason is because, like, whoever she was with isn't gonna let her go. So, the universe is sending a message saying that this is part of her journey in learning how to stand up for herself and to live up to her full potential. And the only way that's going to happen is with time and isolation. Because when she gets to the point where she wants to go do something, then she will acquire the ability to untie herself and then stand up for herself and go do what she wants to do. But she will succeed. So, there's nothing that, you can do, but you can take comfort in the fact that she's going to succeed. And she's actually in a very safe, quiet, safe space. So she's actually going to have the time to rest, to heal, to breathe, and to really form herself in a very solid, confident kind of way. So she's good, she's safe, and she'll be all right. Good luck.